Imagine this for a second. Someone laughs at you, not joking, not teasing, shaming you in front of others. Your chest tightens, your face gets warm, and in that moment, you promise yourself something dangerous. One day I'll destroy them. But here's the truth no one tells you. The fastest way to lose power is to react. Today, I'm going to show you how to destroy anyone who shames you. Not with violence, not with insults, but with something far more effective. Machiavellian psychology filtered through calm, modern Stoic wisdom. And by the end of this video, you won't feel angry. You'll feel untouchable. Let me tell you a short story. A young man works hard. He stays quiet. He doesn't brag. One day in a meeting, someone jokes about him, mocks his voice, questions his value. Everyone laughs. The young man smiles politely, but inside he's burning. Most people think power is shouting back. Power is embarrassing them in return. Power is proving them wrong right now. That's emotional thinking. And emotional thinking is exactly what shame artists want from you. Machiavelli understood something brutal about human nature. People shame others to feel taller. They poke you to see if you'll bleed. They insult you to test where your limits are. And the moment you react, they win. Because shame is not about truth. It's about control. The first rule of destroying anyone who shames you is this: never react in the moment. I know that sounds simple, but simple things are often the hardest. When someone shames you, they are watching your face, your tone, your body language. They want to see discomfort. They want proof they touched a nerve. If you give them silence, calm eyes, a relaxed posture, their brain gets confused. Why? Because shame needs feedback to survive. Think of shame like fire. Your emotional reaction is oxygen. Take the oxygen away and the fire dies. A Stoic would say, "This is outside my control." A Machiavellian would say, "I just learned something valuable about my enemy." You don't need to respond fast. You need to respond smart. Sometimes the most powerful response is no response at all. Now here's the second point, and this is where real psychological destruction begins. Reframe their shame as insecurity. Every person who shames others is revealing something about themselves. They are afraid of being invisible. They are afraid of losing status. They are afraid someone might look deeper and see emptiness. Strong people don't shame. Secure people don't mock. Fulfilled people don't need to humiliate. So when someone tries to shame you, mentally say this: "This is about them, not me." Not as a positive quote, as a tactical truth. Because once you truly see them as insecure, your emotional attachment breaks. You stop seeing them as a threat. And when someone stops being a threat, they lose power over you. Machiavelli believed that understanding motives is more powerful than confronting actions. When someone shames you, ask yourself quietly, what are they trying to gain? Attention? Dominance? Validation? Once you see the motive, you see the weakness. And weakness is leverage. The third move is where most people fail, but masters rise. Control your image, not your emotions. Shame attacks reputation. So you don't defend with words, you defend with consistency. Let's say someone calls you lazy. You don't argue. You don't explain. You don't post quotes online. You show up early. You improve quietly. You let time do the talking. Machiavellian psychology is not about revenge. It's about positioning. People forget insults, but they remember patterns. If someone keeps shaming you and your life keeps improving, their words start to look stupid, and nothing destroys a shamer faster than making them irrelevant. Think about this. Who do people trust more? The loud critic or the calm person who keeps winning? Silence plus results is terrifying to insecure people. Now let's talk about something uncomfortable but necessary. The fourth point, use delayed response strategically. This is not about being passive. This is about timing. When someone shames you publicly, responding immediately locks you into their frame. You're playing their game on their field. Instead, you wait days, weeks, sometimes months. Then, when the moment is right, you respond with calm clarity. Not emotional, not angry, just factual. A simple sentence, delivered with confidence. Why does this work? Because humans fear delayed consequences more than instant ones. Instant anger feels expected. Delayed composure feels calculated. It makes people think, they didn't forget. They didn't explode. They're dangerous. Machiavelli wrote that unpredictability keeps others cautious. Stoicism teaches restraint. Together they create quiet dominance. Now here's the fifth point, and this one separates powerful people from reactive ones. Outgrow the room. Most shame happens in small environments. Weak workplaces, toxic families, insecure social circles. If you stay, you keep getting cut. Sometimes the most brutal way to destroy someone who shames you is to leave and thrive without them. No goodbye speech, no explanation, no closure, just absence. Your absence forces comparison. Your progress forces regret, and regret is a far heavier punishment than any insult. The Stoics believed you should not wrestle with pigs. You both get dirty, but the pig enjoys it. Machiavelli would add this: if the environment cannot be controlled, exit it and build power elsewhere. You don't need to win every battle. You need to win the long game. Now let's talk about the final and most important idea. This is the real destruction. Become shame-proof. When you no longer fear judgment, shame has no weapon. Ask yourself this honestly. Why did their words hurt? Because they touched a doubt you already had. Shame only hurts where insecurity lives. So the work is internal. Strengthen your skills. Improve your body. Sharpen your mind. Build your discipline, not to impress them, but to remove the emotional hooks they use against you. When someone shames a confident person, it feels awkward. It falls flat. Confidence doesn't argue. It doesn't explain. It doesn't beg to be understood. It simply exists. And that existence exposes the shamer. People start asking questions. Why are they so bitter? Why are they always attacking? And slowly, the spotlight shifts. You didn't destroy them with words. You destroyed them by refusing to play the role they assigned you. That's Machiavellian power. That's Stoic control. Let me leave you with this. The goal is not to hurt those who shame you. The goal is to rise so high that their shame can't reach you. Anger is heavy. Silence is light. Carry lightness. Move faster. See clearer. And remember this: the strongest revenge is not retaliation. It's transformation. If this message hit you, tap like. If you've ever been shamed and stayed silent, comment calm below. And if you want more Stoic and Machiavellian wisdom to build quiet power, subscribe now.